Well, his words against his. Make America affordable again. Yes, let's make America affordable again for the everyday person by voting for the multi-billionaire who doesn't have any concept of affordability. And Trump last night. I don't want to hear about the affordability. Now, didn't we say that maybe voting for the billionaire was a bad idea? I don't know. Oh no, he succeeded. Everything is affordable for him. He never cared about Americans or those who voted for him. He had a lavish party while others were suffering and dying. That was his let them eat cake moment. All his supporters just repeat the lies that he made things affordable. Which he didn't. The only thing that's true is this cult mentality. I know one MAGA fan who claimed gas was the price that Trump cited. When shown though, gas prices are in fact not $2 a gallon across the country. The Trump supporter then said, "Oh, that doesn't matter to me." That is Trump supporters in a nutshell. Trump supporters or Trump cultists? I think that's the better term. Facts mean nothing to them. Truth is an inconvenience. And whatever dear leader says is the only truth for them. Trump planted the seed of fake news to his followers 10 years ago. They only believe their savior now. I mean, they might not even believe him when convenient. The only things they believe is whatever's beneficial for Trump. He may say something, and then say something else that's completely different, and will pick and choose depending on the conversation or narrative. Sleepy Joe Biden, aged like milk. Breaking news, Getty Images releases stunning photographs of President Poopy Diaper falling asleep during yesterday's Oval Office meeting. Imagine if President Biden had done this. The media narrative for 4 years was that Biden was too old to do the job, and now Trump is literally passing out behind his desk, but all we hear is crickets. They really wanted to claim that Biden was too old for the job, and are just kind of ignoring the fact that Trump is 2 years older than Biden was when he got sworn in. Make it make sense. Oh yeah, it doesn't. We still don't know why this man underwent a non-standard MRI scan last month, and every time he opens his mouth, the cognitive decline becomes more apparent. When is enough enough? Trump must resign immediately. But he won't, because he's a malignant narcissist who's too demented to realise that he is not fit for the job. All he cares about is being a little dictator and having more money in his pocket, and also having people treat him like some sort of royalty, which he's not, but the cult will try desperately to achieve it. Republicans know best. Breaking news, Senate Republicans blocked a bill to avert a government shutdown and a debt default in an effort to undercut President Biden and Democrats. Last time we checked, the Democrats controlled the House, Senate, and the White House. If there's a government shutdown, it's because of Democrats. Wait, so if there's a government shutdown, the party with the House, Senate, and White House are at fault. So how is this different from now? But you can't have Republicans without very blatant hypocrisy. And you already know that if a Democrat gets in next, which, that's debatable with the direction they're going right now. Hypothetically, if they do, and there's a threat of a government shutdown, they're going to go back to saying that the party in power is the party responsible. Facts are optional for them. It's whatever's the best for propaganda points. Democrats control the House, Senate, and the White House. But if there's a government shutdown, they'll still blame Republicans. What a joke. Probably because Republicans control everything. Holy shit, My orange cat has more brain cells than literally any and all Republicans. You know what? This comment is absolutely disgusting and disrespectful to the cat. I wholeheartedly agree. Trying to compare Republicans and MAGA cultists to orange cats? That's just offensive to the cat. Why I don't panic about Zohran's win. Democrat socialists often do well in low turnout primaries, but struggle when the full city votes. Or is it just that your Republican friends are doing such a shit job of running the country that maybe people are fed up of money-hungry billionaires dictating how they should live their lives? What are these people going to do when New York City, in fact, hasn't burnt to the ground in a year? Are they just gonna lie and say it has anyway, like they do with Portland? I find it so funny that these people are so terrified of a democratic socialist. Oh no! Someone who cares about the everyday person and is fine with taxing billionaires and corporations in order to make the cost of living better for the everyday person? So scary, I know. There was a single cop car that was burnt in Pittsburgh during BLM riots, and I've had to hear about the entire city burning down for years from my West Virginia relatives. Well, the propaganda's just that good, isn't it? Or the people are that gullible. Probably a bit of both. I always find the fixation of Fox News on cities that are far away to be envious. Like, apparently I live in a communist hellhole too, but it's not bad. The weather is pretty good too. No, it's not. It's under hellish fire and brimstone 24/7 because your mayor or governor or whatever doesn't want single mums to be kicked out of their houses because the landlord increases rent 200%. Hey chat, if you guys enjoy the content and want to see more of this gay guy reading stuff, you should totally like, subscribe and share, cause it helps a lot. Anyways, thanks for watching, and back to the video. Trump is just being Trump. Oh, contradicting himself because of his own narcissism and stupidity? Sounds about right. President Trump slammed Zohran Mamdani on Thursday as a communist at the highest level, and argued the Democrat Socialist mayoral frontrunner wants to destroy the Big Apple by raising taxes for the rich by a small amount to provide to working class and struggling households. So scary. Ooh, it's really destroying New York. In New York, they're trying to elect a communist, the president said of Mamdani, 33, during a speech in Des Moines, Iowa. The guy who wants to defend the police, take over the stores, and run the stores, and have the people hand out goods, Supreme Leader Trump said, noting that anarchy and dictatorships prevail when communist regimes inevitably fall apart. I mean, let's be for real. If compassion for your fellow working class people was communism, okay, guess I'm communist. And if being against people getting kicked out of their homes because of extortionate rent, or being made bankrupt because of extortionate medical bills, if being against that is communist, guess I'm communist alongside most of the planet. But now, Trump on Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani will help him a little bit, maybe. Helping a communist that's not actually a communist? The horror. The former mayor of New York City and one of Trump's lawyers once held a press conference at a landscaping office, and now he's disbarred. Damn, didn't even know that. Bro is petty as anything. He has to be the most insecure person alive. His ridiculous attempts to brand himself as a tough strong are as strong as toilet paper. What? You're telling me having a pouty, sulking toddler face whenever someone says anything that you don't like and then screaming at them and throwing a hissy fit on live TV isn't being a strong man? Whoa, that's crazy. But the strong variety of toilet paper. And I am the mother of dragons. In case you forgot, I'm Andrew Cuomo, son of Mario and grandson of Andrea. Welcome to the heavyweight bout, Zohran. This is a two-man race, and you look tired already. It's just the second round. Well, as it stands right now, he won that race, and he was not tired at all. But you seemed pretty desperate. How in the world did this dingaling ever get elected in the first place? What does he think this is? A middle-class school recess? No one else available at the time, and name recognition. The Trudeau method. I'm a liberal. Nepotism in politics is just as old as politics. We have political dynastic families. Kennedy is the most prominent example, and without the stunning Obama upset, shades of Mamdani, it would have been Bush Clinton for 24 plus years. Goes to show, even with democracy, royals still have a chance to win elections. He was the only one who got invited to the island time and time again, and was also one of Epstein's best buddies, but they're just going to ignore that, aren't they? If you're going to assume that I'm a racist for supporting Trump, I'll assume that you're a child, for supporting Biden. Fair enough. Who's the one that's got photos of himself and Epstein, and a lot of history with him? I wonder. Their ridiculous fantasy is that Hillary and Biden are kidnapping children and drinking their adrenochrome, when the reality is that Trump flies to international waters to F children with his paedophile best friend. They spout outrageous stories to cover for the real abuse. You can be a pedo and also a racist. Trump is both. So much focus on the island when Trump and Epstein were practically neighbours in both Palm Beach and New York. Hidden cameras and pedo shit were confirmed at both of these places too. It's almost like both of them were best buddies and colluded and worked together to do that fucked up shit. Because we all know what they are. And no amount of MAGA cope or very horrible covering up is gonna change that fact.